Riddick Lamont Bowe, the man who most American boxing writers acknowledge as the best heavyweight around. The only blemish on his record is a loss to Evander Holyfield. But of his victories, of which there are 35, there's some good names.
That was a great shot, chopping right, and over he goes. And this will be a big test of his will now.
Inside uppercut by Riddick Bowe, and another.
Oh, and another. You can see that last uppercut landing flush on the chin. And Tony Tubbs is up against the rope.
Here's Bowe now. The same thing that he did with Jose Ribalta. And he took a left. He's down from a left. Let's see if he'll pin around. Let's see if he'll clown around. Joe O'Neill trying to get Bowe in a neutral corner. He's not winking this time. He's not going to make it this time. It's all over. First round knockout.
It is a very long round. The bell was one. Secondly, finally when the bell rang, Elijah Tillery stuck his face out, and Riddick Bowe just hit it. And you see Rock Newman getting involved in this. Both of them almost falling over the rope.
Oh, he's got him. Kurtzer suddenly looked open, and Bowe has concluded the argument. It's over. Stopped.
With victories like those, Bowe worked his way back into contention. In November of '92, got his chance against the undisputed champion, Holyfield. It was his finest hour.
Oh, big jab from Bowe, and he's looking to follow it up with the right hand. Really knocked Holyfield's head back on his shoulders, that jab.
He has, when he uses it, it's a very, very strong jab and a good uppercut.
Oh, he's got him.
In trouble.
He's in trouble now. Holyfield is gone. Bowe senses the finish now. Holyfield is all over the place, and there's a long time left in the round. Holyfield is fighting for dear life in there now. Bad moments, and is this where the title changes hands?
For the winner by unanimous decision and new heavyweight champion of the world, Riddick Big Daddy Bowe!
He trashed the WBC belt, which Lewis gratefully accepted, and defended his other two titles against Mike Dokes, the former champion some decade or so earlier. It was a one-round demolition. He then defended his WBA version of the crown against journeyman Jesse Ferguson. This too was a hugely embarrassing one-sided affair, stopped in round 2. But then came the rematch with Holyfield, which he lost.
I've disappointed a lot of people by letting Evander Holyfield beat me. Evander Holyfield didn't beat me because he wanted to beat me. He beat me because I let him beat me. And people are going to do what you let them do to you.
Bowe picked up the pieces of his career with a win over Larry Donald, a mover in the mould of Herbie Hyde. That was a 10-round points victory.
Possibly the best win ever by a British boxer in the United States, certainly since Lloyd Hunnigan's famous win over Don Curry back in 1986, when Curry was regarded as the best pound-for-pound fighter around. But I think the Americans particularly would be absolutely astonished, because the American boxing writers in a recent poll voted Bowe as the best heavyweight in the world, and they've never heard of Herbie Hyde outside of the trade here.
That's right. We've heard a lot of them. Certainly tonight we've heard a lot of talk that Riddick Bowe is the best heavyweight in the world. And you know, as we've been around Las Vegas, lots of people, it's who's Herbie Hyde. So I think, you know, it's going to be great if we can see the skills that Hyde shown here against Michael Benn. If he can do this sort of thing with Riddick Bowe, if he can use his speed and frustrate Bowe, and Bowe doesn't like guys to go away from him, and Hyde does it so well. And he's also very quick, and if Bowe makes a mistake, he can land shots just like that.
You saw his hand speed there. That is the big point, isn't it, for Herbie Hyde tonight? His speed and his movement. He might just have the style to make Riddick Bowe look very ponderous. But, of course, that victory there over Michael Benn...
Let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white with red trim, weighing 241 pounds, this 1988 Olympic silver medalist brings into the ring a professional record of 35 victories against only 1 loss, with 1 no contest, and 29 of his 35 victories are by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, from Brooklyn, New York, the challenger and former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe.
Tremendous reception for Bowe, 17 stone, 3 pounds.
And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, trimmed with red letters, and weighing 214 pounds. He brings an outstanding professional record of 26 victories without a loss. And he has proven his punching power by knocking out 25 of those 26 opponents. Ladies and gentlemen, from Norwich, Norfolk, England, presenting the undefeated WBO heavyweight champion of the world, the dancing destroyer, Herbie.
Great noise from the British fans who've travelled here hoping to see a huge upset. Herbie Hyde at 9-2 against Riddick Bowe, 6-1 on with the Las Vegas bookies here. The first 2 rounds you would think might be dangerous here, Glenn, for Herbie Hyde. I wonder whether Bowe might try to charge him and catch him cold.
I would think that would be his tactics. On lots of occasions he hasn't been a particularly fast starter, Bowe, but I think he'll want to try and use his strength, use his weight, and get onto this straight away.
So we're all set here at the MGM Grand Garden. Herbie Hyde, this is the biggest fight of his life. Riddick Bowe, one of the elite heavyweights. Some say the best man around. A huge step up in class for Herbie Hyde. Can he pass?
By HBO. So for our purposes, this is not a world championship bout. To no one's surprise, hasn't retaliated with much of anything. A hard right hand.
His respect in that first round. Solid punches by Hyde, and again ducked the punch that Hyde did not throw, which means that Hyde has his respect heavily from the mouth, which means that maybe the pressure of the crowd we never got to him.
Hard right hand.
Not following it up with anything after the feint.
Hard right hand underneath by Hyde.
You're right, Gillies.
Hard left hand by Bowe. Hyde temporarily stunned by that one. Now Herbie backs up and Riddick tries to follow it in.
Staggering him with that left jab. Very seldom. Bowe had better be careful now.
Riddick Bowe coming alive, and behind the right hand, he gets hit with a Hyde right, and that turns it right around. Bowe in trouble. Hyde looking to land one more clean shot. Long way. And down goes Hyde. And Richard Steele is saying that it's not a knockdown.
Very short punch.
He's out on his feet. He's out on his feet and in danger of getting hurt if Bowe can put something together. Down goes Hyde again.
Hyde looks tired. He looks exhausted now, and it's only the 3rd round of the fight.
And now Hyde handles Bowe for the moment again, lacing him with lefts and rights. And as Bowe opens up to try to finish, Hyde takes advantage and falls down.
The knockdown.
Richard Steele
One to go.
Hyde still fighting back, not grabbing and holding or covering up. Can he make it out of the round? He does.
Another round.
Pretty amazing. By punch-stat numbers, Bowe landed only 9 punches in the round. Hyde was on the canvas 3 times. Now Hyde tries to put Bowe down, and Bowe goes down while missing a punch. And Steele calls that a slip. Stunned by Hyde's punches.
Right on the button. Not going to have the stamina to go 12.
Another hard right hand over the top by Hyde. He's game enough, that's for sure, but now Bowe lands 2 hard right hand shots. Hyde's out on his feet, and there he goes. Steele's going to let him keep going.
Got a half a minute to survive or try.
That's where Bowe should have landed a left hook to the body. And Bowe throws him down, and correctly, Richard Steele calls it no knockdown. Bigger man now is really imposing himself on Herbie Hyde.
Riddick stalking and exhausted Herbie Hyde, and Hyde goes down. That's going to get him out of the 4th round.
Herbie Hyde. Let's see what happened here on this knockdown. That was just a big clubbing right hand against a fatigued Hyde. Then than anything else.
Well, the best punches were the two jabs, and they weren't really kind of punches to put him on the canvas. But he's a tired young man right now. The only shot that Hyde has
Trade hard right hands.
is to land a big solid punch, because again, he's not going to be able to go 12 rounds and outpoint Riddick Bowe. Punches weren't really solid punches.
They were almost slaps.
But Herbie Hyde is, again, very tired young man.
Yeah, and because he's so fatigued, he's in danger here. And
He just
Steele
hit
should be
Bowe.
thinking about that.
He just hit Bowe with a right uppercut.
Yep, hanging in. Just right and left. Could have done some damage. Now there's a solid right hand by Hyde.
Use that
Another
left
look
jab.
at a knockdown, a light jab, the right that landed more on the shoulder. These were more pushes against where Hyde came in with the uppercut and hurt Bowe without even knowing it. Right there, you see Bowe's knees buckle from those two uppercuts.
Looked as though he was rapidly becoming a supreme technician. Where did it all go, Gil?
Come on, get up. No.
Hyde down again.
Come on, give me the
Hyde's been using the canvas to really hide and rest.
Another slippage. Hard right hand over the top.
Go to the corner.
That ought to be a knockdown.
Somebody
And the
may
towel comes in from Hyde's corner. Steele ignores the towel.
He'll just run, stay away from him, hold, not engage him if he can get away.
Where did all of Bowe's skill and polish and ring intelligence go?
Maybe it went with that good living.
Well, in part it's because of the nature of the opponents he's been fighting. That may be it.
Will this be enough? And Hyde's not going to make it up. A rusty, rough-hewn effort, but Riddick Bowe gets his KO.
Really compete with him so that he can train in that way. I think he's gone into these last three fights thinking
Was wise.
There wasn't much more he could do.
Fascinating, though, that
Riddick, Big Daddy